As all of you know, all of us are fighting with the coronavirus. It indeed is a very deadly virus, and the infection and the disease it causes can be fatal many times. But along with the physical impact of it, the mental health impact of corona is also getting widely recognized. Here we are going to discuss certain simple strategies that you can employ so that your mental health, your mind is at a sane place, is at a good place during this lockdown. The first most important thing that you have to do is avoid overconsumption of news. Just because a news channel is running 24/7 does not mean that you have to be in front of the TV or you have to scroll through news 24/7. The very basic principle of how our brain works is that if you expose it to constant negativity, then it becomes a cycle that builds on itself, and sometimes that can precipitate panic attacks or precipitate anxiety disorders. Second thing what you can do is you need to be in touch with your family or your friends if you're staying alone. How do you be in touch with them? Video call them. Do not audio call them. Do not call them normally. Use video calling, because when you see the facial expressions of your family, when you see that they are there for you, when you see their body language, when you are able to visually tell your mind that yes, they are there for me, the amount of positive effect it has on your brain is much higher than if you just text them or message them or even talk to them via an audio call. So please mind that. Third thing that you can do is a little bit of physical exertion is very helpful in releasing endorphins into your brain, which are like the feel good chemicals of your brain. So at least 15 to 20 minutes every day, I would request all of you to do some sort of physical exercise. It could be simple jogging, it could be simple skipping at within the premises of your home. That is very necessary. You do not have to go outside. Another important thing that you can do is whenever you feel that you are having a lot of overthinking issues or you're having a lot of thoughts, classify the thoughts or the ideas or the worries that you're getting into things that you can control and things that you cannot control. You will realize that many of the times, majority of the times, you are worrying about things that are totally out of your control. As in, what will happen if the grocery shop runs out of the grocery? What will happen if this lockdown extends beyond me? What will happen if I do not get hydroxychloroquine at the local chemist? These are things over which you have no control. I'm not saying you become totally relaxed and do not take appropriate measures, but classify your worries or classify your thoughts into those under your control and those under not your control. Next important thing is during these times you can cultivate new habits, and one habit that I would really request all of you to do is called as mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of kind of being in the present moment and letting thoughts come and go without judging those thoughts. Many of you must have experienced that during this time when you have a lot of empty time at hand, what happens is we are doing something and we become mindless, or we start working on autopilot and we start having different kinds of negative thoughts. Mindfulness is the act wherein you start focusing on one specific thing. Let's say how it is that you're breathing. You just focus on your breath, or you just focus on a specific sensation. As in, if you're sitting on a chair, how does your leg or your thigh feel against the chair? And you let the thoughts come and go, come and go, come and go. You do not judge the thoughts. You do not try to stop the thoughts. Whenever you feel that your mind is getting diverted to them, you gently divert back your attention to the breath or the sensation of the body. You start up with this habit today and you'll realize that by the time the lockdown is over, you would have developed a new habit which will help you in being much more mindful, being much more better at concentration, in being much more happier, and this would be a habit, a good mental health exercise for life. And lastly, in spite of doing all of these simple things, if you still feel that you are having symptoms, or you're too worried, or you are having very negative thoughts, or there's any issue that you need to talk to us about, I would request you to reach out to mental health professionals. We here at Healthsprings are there for you. You can always reach us. Thank you.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.